This video covers the IGCSE Biology Objective 3.2.1 on the 2025 CAIE syllabus to describe the role of water as a solvent. So when we take a look with water as a solvent, what we're looking at is molecules of water that are positively or negatively attracted to the molecule that they are dissolving. So in this case, we're looking at a molecule of salt, and the positive and negative attractions will pull the solid molecule apart as those components or the atoms are attracted to the water molecules. And so basically what happens is the solid molecules chemical bonds, the attractive forces that hold it together, are disrupted by the molecule's components' attraction to the positively or negatively charged sides of a water molecule. All right, so let's take a look at water in digestion. Water in digestion is called hydrolysis, and this is where a water molecule will break apart other molecules in the presence of an enzyme. You don't have to worry too much about the enzyme at this point. We haven't talked about them yet, but we will soon. But just to know that in digestion, water helps to break apart other molecules. Okay, and so those larger molecules are broken up into smaller chemicals in the presence of water. All right, water in excretion. So excretion happens in the kidneys. This is where we have components in the blood that are removed, and we are going to look specifically at the role of water in excretion. So in the kidney, blood with waste products like urea and excess salts and whatever water content is in the body travels through the renal artery into the kidney, where the blood gets filtered out. So the waste products are removed, any excess salts are removed, and any excess water is removed. And the blood then that has been filtered now returns back to the body. So the waste, which is what we call urine, is going to then move to the bladder. And so the urea, which is the chemical waste that is the main component of urine, is dissolved in water. And so water plays a role in excretion because it dissolves the urea to form the urine. Okay, water in transport. This, of course, is going to happen in plants. And so here we have the movement of several types of molecules, which we will learn about more in detail later. So we have sucrose moving from the leaf where photosynthesis is happening to be stored in the root. And we also have water that is going to move into that same tube because of the concentration gradient. So if there's a high level of sucrose in the transportation tube, then water will diffuse into that tube as well because the concentration gradient difference is there, which is something we've already talked about. Okay, and so what happens is because of that, then water will dissolve the sucrose in the plant and then move it from one location to the other. It can either move to the root if that's where it's being stored, or if it is needed for respiration elsewhere in the plant, then it will move there as well. All right, we can also look at water in transport in animals this time. And so we will look at a cross-section of an alveolus, which is the air sac in the lungs with capillaries. And so here we have a bigger picture of that. And so we can see that oxygen gas is moving from the alveoli into the blood, and the carbon dioxide is moving from the blood into the alveoli in the lungs. This is called gas exchange. Now, in order for this process to happen, the gases themselves must be dissolved molecules. Otherwise, they would not be able to move through the cells which line the capillary or the cells that line the alveoli. So these oxygen and carbon dioxide molecules are gases that are dissolved in water, and that allows them to pass through the cells, either from the lungs to the blood or from the blood to the lungs. And so these are the ways that water acts as a solvent in living things.